Hello and welcome. Well, that's not quite what they look like in the i3D, so that's a bit odd. Something's broken on them. Yeah, they've literally shown the pictures, but you've got the pallets on the top. Well, at least I did my work right. Yeah, I did check this and it was okay. So yeah, I can safely say that I've done it and it's all right. But that's not how it should be. So we can't actually sell them today. I'm going to have to like pop and check this. Just wanted to sort of show you that this is right, and also the cannery. So I'm trying to tidy up, and I know obviously we had like a close shave yesterday, but the trouble is sometimes you've just got to like really crack on and try and make things better. So yeah, did I fix everything on this? Yeah, I did. That's all good. Fantastic. That is good news. And cannery with suit factory, all good too. Brilliant. So I'm very pleased. Yeah, I was trying to do a bit of tidying up. So that is looking good. It actually did take the changes I made. It took it, which that's good. Did it? It's the. Yeah, no, the beetroot brown has materials missing, pea and mint sorbet. Yeah, no, it's got the stuff in. Let's have a quick look. That doesn't quite look right. Productions. Shrew desserts. So we have got eggs. I think it was eggs. No, eggs have gone in now. Flour, we're missing flour. Which of course we told those to go. Yeah, so it's a matter of no. It's taken note of the new things that have gone in there. Then, so I should be tweaking that. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, I hate impacting Let's Plays like this, but it is unfortunately one of those things. Now then, is our field ready? I think surely it should be ready now. No, it's literally no, it's not. Right, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out and I'm going to have a bit of a tweak. Now that I can see that pallet is broken, which is really strange because it's a Giant's pallet, I will pop out and I'll have a look and I'll see if I can fix it. Because at least my work is done, and the naming, obviously, that I didn't do right. And I am right, it was about a unique thing, which really does prove something a little bit more. Again, it strengthens a teaching element for me as a modder. So like, no, right, okay. It really is unique. You can't just bandy around the same elements if you're making a unique one. You know, it's different if it's a butter or something that the Giants have already put in. But if you're creating another butter, it really is unique, and that needs declaring multiple times. In other words, if you were going to use it in different things, or is it the same? Or am I overcomplicating it? This is true, actually, yeah. Obviously, because I've done a butter 2 and butter 1 now because it wasn't working. But was it that? I think it was, yeah. Because it's although obviously I have fixed the error for the fact that they're actually showing now. So, but they're broken. So yeah, shouldn't get an error now. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. So there does not have the CPU mesh flag set ignoring this. Oh, that's strange, because I've just copied that from like the Giants folder, so something's probably changed. Right, okay, well that is interesting, because it has actually got, which does explain why it's looking like it is. Right, I shall be right back. See you shortly. That's more like it. I do realise one thing that I have done though. Yeah, I have done the. Obviously, I've used the clothes box, and it's darker. It's a little darker, but I've just gone and fixed this completely because it wasn't working right. And it is true, it hadn't pulled across the files, even though they were the same name. Now I changed the name, so I did break this. So yeah, I looked through what I'd done. I renamed it Butter 2, which it wasn't before, and then obviously that really causes a cascade effect because it's looking for something that used to be called something else, and now it's not called that. But you can quite clearly see that using the specular of the original, you can see the original graphics going through a little bit. So I need to like give this its own and do the normal Sorry, I'm talking mod speak now. Yeah, basically for depth and feel, it has like a normal. You can see I've used the old one in a laziness. Not, I wasn't trying to be lazy, but what I mean is I have, and you can see, again, this reinforces your lessons as a modder. Look, you've got to do this properly, or else it ain't gonna like work right. So yeah, it's done for now, but it's like not done properly. I was gonna run away. I was gonna go to another map, but you can fix this and face your problems. It's only because I've had enough in a way. Like, I think everyone has these moments where you like think, oh, I've had enough, please, can we just leave it alone? Yeah, it's true, I had, but it's true, you've also have got to like sometimes give yourself a stiff talking to and say, no, you will get this done. Right, so then, we've got that. So really, I think that it probably is the most pressing thing to get that shed load of, I mean, we did say this, it's white though, we ought to wait till January. I know it's a lot, but let's be honest, it's 5 tons per thing. That isn't as many as it is. It is still a lot though, I've got to be honest, but it is true, we've got to do the main loading. Let's just go through. There's nothing terribly pressing. We know the solid fertilizer, that is true. Let's have a look at that. That is what was costing me a lot as well. I realised that. So although you earn a lot from it, it is costing you a lot, which is really quite, yeah, only 90 tons. Have we switched that off now? As in, like, what do we need? Which one is it? It's manure and slurry. So we really could do, really, if we're honest, of not ignoring this, but actually carrying on. So we need to grab manure and slurry. Yeah, BDB SSB has released his wheat. So we could stick it in there, actually. The self-sufficiency would do. Sticking that in there because it has got a slot for wheat. I do love the fact that you can sometimes use these as like a silos as well. I did love that about Omatana, and it was Omatana that really taught me that sort of trick of like really trying to like have your inputs and outputs on the same one, whereas Bernie with the one that he did, and I use that because they were the 2 examples I was using at the time that really sort of taught me I need to do this. And this one I apologise for in a way because it's a little bit sort of cheeky, and it was just, I didn't know that it would actually do it, but I've sort of stuck with it for now, but I will correct it in time. I have sort of made the the inbuilt manure is now going to come out of here along with the slurry, which I was quite nicely surprised at. So yeah, we'll grab the, it's the old first, isn't it really? But yeah, just so as you can see, it does work. To be honest, I think that Food Farmer did that on his originally, because I swore that he did that, because I missed it, and then I was sure, it was one of the American maps I was on, and I could have sworn that it actually did work like that, and it did, but it was a strange one. But whether he, again, someone like thought, well, that's a bit dodgy, you know, having manure come out of a pipe like that, which, let's be honest, it's a little bit cheeky, to say the least. Yeah, it's, but I did it just as a, can I do this? And I wonder if Food Father did the same at the time, or whether he, no, because he is a seasoned modder. Really is a seasoned modder, so yeah, they don't make mistakes. Well, they did. No, that's not true. No, I was going to say, I know this myself. Even seasoned modders like Oxygen, it is difficult what I have done with the making these box pallets. Although I sort of made it look easy now, all of the hard work I did in the original template. So it really is hard, and then if you follow that sequence precisely and just change the component, to be honest, at that point it's easy because you've already done all of the hard work in your original model, and it really is that simple. So let's grab the other one, let's grab another 40 tons. Let's do this properly if we're going to do it. Obviously I'm not leaning on this heavily, but it is true, I also did say that you can't like not do something either just because you did something, you know, like a lot in another sort of let's play, but I don't want to rely on the fertilizer. But I mean, we're not really. I mean, to be honest, it's nowhere near as good as the luxury goods that we've got in the luxury desserts. That is just super duper, and it should be. I mean, this really is like the cereal factory should be that Giants did in the first place. It really is. Again, their prices are just were not right for the actual thing itself. So yeah, it's a BDB SSB is really, and he's got some really cool options on his. Again, he's a Grandmaster. I've watched a lot of his channel. I wish he'd make some more, to be honest. It's one of those things that he didn't do that many, but he is a really gifted modder, and he did. He is one of those who spoke more frankly than a lot of other modders. So he's not caring about sort of sharing his secrets in a lot of ways, which is nice because a lot of modders really don't want to sort of like show you what they do. You know, it's like it's a secret. So no, it is that one. Whereas BDB SSB, which I always, he really does confuse me with his B's and his B's and his S's and his B's. Yeah, it's just too much going on for me to, because it's like, is it double S, is it double B, is it B, is it double B at the beginning, or it's really confusing, to say the least. I think the 77,000 litres on that will do nicely. 80 odd tons, which is about equal, is probably equally good. So then we're going to go through till November, and we're going to get our final harvest done on. Yeah, I am definitely sort of calling it as well. I think I've done Frankenmuth proud now, and we'd really have. I mean, we will have blown that amount out of the water. We're going to be multi-millionaires come when the catching up stage, which, you know, like, is not going to be that long. So animals, I think the last thing we did yesterday was actually feeding the animals. I'm sure that was what we did. It is indeed. So we're all good with that. Straw is still got some in it, but we do need some more. Should we grab some straw? Yeah, let's grab 40,000 litres of straw in it. Oh, we can't. Yeah, no, it's all about the trailers in mine, which is obviously based on the Horman model. It's literally, yeah, you've not got high ceilings, so you can't use a high tip. It's got to be something like that, which I think, if I remember rightly, this juddering is really terrible. It really is. It's way too heavy a load. It's obviously, if just to walk around like that and like you've got juddering going on, it's just terrible. Now, have we got any errors now? No, we are definitely good. So it was just the error on. I don't know what. No, I do know why. Yeah, it's a fact. Although not the model itself. That was a bit odd. But I suppose it drew my attention to the fact there was a fault. For that, I'm very grateful. I really am. Right, so let's go through till the morning. Almost forgot me sleep thing then. Yeah, it's amazing. I've not long woken up and I thought straight away I'm going to go on. I've done a short run, or doing a short run on a map by Yogi or Jogi. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's a very, very good mapper. As in, I've never been on one of his maps, I don't think, before. Right, fantastic. So let's have a look. I would imagine, that's typical. It's a harvest day and the rain is happening. I'm quite sure that is going to now show that it's ready. And it is indeed, and we've got rain. Typical. Right then, I believe we haven't got a sunflower header, have we? Or have we got a corn header? I don't think we have. I think we've got two normal headers. I'm sure we have. Let's have a look. I'm quite sure we've not got a corn, but I can't recall ever seeing one kick around. Yeah, I knew that we'd got a real big. I think we've got another one too, which is a smaller 9.2 metre or something like that, I think. Colossus Balemaster, we never did get to use that. It's appearing quite a lot. I will do so, because it's not bad. I didn't realise I'd set that for Sunday morning. Right, let's have a look. Powerflow 40 footer, that's it. It is, yeah, so that's 12 metre. So we've got a monster and a 12 metre. But it is very true that we have not got any kind of corn. So let's just get the shop order that. It's a bit of a item that. So do we do that? Let's go and actually grab ourselves. Let's grab the trailer, which is driving me crazy on all Let's Plays. I've got to spend some time on this. I almost, this just the slightest little knock and it goes a million miles. Like, it's crazy. So I really, really need to spend some time on this. I've spent time on the other model, which I've totally broken. I realise it's absolutely broken forever. You know, I've done something in it that's it worked one time, I did another couple of tweaks, and now it's like saying a weird error message, like I think it's telling me that the maths is totally stuffed, which I have no knowledge of how to even know what I did. I mean, I know what I did, but what I mean is it's sort of like just gone one step too far and it's like broken it. So there are times when, which is why the way that I do it and doing a backup is really not a bad thing, because this is something that Lambo said. Sometimes i3Ds just break. It is terrible, but I mean, yeah, this one here is the one that I've been working on. This is the older version. You can see that handle's in the wrong place. Okay, so that's interesting. That's not showing errors on this one. Basically, that was a backup. That's a backup of the one that I did. Now, this is going to be interesting, because it could then be that handle that I've done wrong, because we can see the graphics are not right. So I've maybe done the rotations wrong. Yeah, I did this on purpose. This is my own model, based upon a Giants model, but you can see when I drop it down, it does the twiddly thing, but it does it the wrong way round. Let me just show you a bit more closely. Yeah, that model is my own, based upon Giants stats, but you can see the handle's the wrong way round. So I have done it right, but the handle's not right. So maybe then I've got a chance to fix this with this. But the one good thing about this is, let me show you, it has got brake force. So if I now let go of this on the fly, it stops dead, which is what I'm seriously missing on this thing that doesn't do that at all. So obviously you can see I've been trying to do this attacher to save me. The one bad thing about it is I've tried making it larger so that it actually touches the floor, because it's rising, and this is what it's just not listening to me to make it larger. I think the model itself must be a certain size, and this is too tall for it. So I will do another model that's sort of similar and tweak the actual settings. Again, animations are the thing I'm playing with at the minute, and they are very, very complicated. And you measure, I mean, if you're trying to change one, it's difficult, very difficult. But I do love the fact that I've stopped it moving, so I might try and take the thing I learnt about from here and just take it to that one and just put brake force on the actual right, let's just grab the header. I think it's going to be a Colossus header. Oh, yeah, it was a little late in the day really to be doing anything like this, until when we're not suddenly going to go into mowing. Or yeah, I mean, I know we can make some cash, but we're doing all right for that as well. So yeah, I think the one thing I wanted to see, I wanted to go through, because I wanted to see that in the luxury deserts, if it's starting to do the finished product again, why is it not doing the green bean, almondine, and all of the carrots and all the rest of it? Why is it not? Is it spinach, red beet, peas, parsnips? It's all in there, including the flour, butter. Butter. It's the butter, isn't it? We sort of did know that, and I'd sort of forgotten it. Yeah, it's not taking the new butter. It doesn't know what it is. I've got to make a change to that, so that the butter, it sees the butter and uses the butter that we've made again. Or it's the fact that I'm now using butter 2 and it's wanting butter 1. I know, sorry, it is really complicated. It is, and I totally get it that it is complicated. It's complicated for me, which is why I've stuffed up really in one thing that I've done. So that's why that's not working. I've broken it. Right, corn headers. Do we? It's not the real. We've not got a helianthus yet, have we? It's terrible, really. I mean, we've got the equivalent, but that's a 9. I think we would cope with a 9, but we haven't really got the original helianthus yet, have we? I would imagine a modder's going to bring it out. I would. It probably is even in the ModHub as we speak. That's an awful expense, though, isn't it? Really. Whoa. Now then, all about special headers. We did have one that was that's 118,000 for a 12 meter. That's cheaper than the. It is actually. Let's lease it for 6,000. Absolutely yes. Fantastic. Right, let's grab you. Yes, again, and this is what I'm trying to say. As soon as you start to do unique field types, you really have got to pay attention to what is happening, because it's very complicated, more complicated, and that's what I'm saying. I knew I'd got to go through the next day to see it, but that it's really, instead of it doing it, it's shown me that actually, well, it's not doing it because it doesn't know what Auto 2 is, because I've not told it to use that. And this is about me linking my mods. So if we stick that, and then so really I'm quite pleased that I've seen that though, because obviously there's a few Let's Plays that I bought it for and then obviously put it down, which proves that the model here, although wrong, is actually, yeah, I need to turn the handle the other way around. Yeah, I do, that's all. So that's not too terrible. That I can manage. It's clipping, its wheels are clipping, that is all. Yeah, I've spent so many hours on that model there. My bad. It says as he clocks it one and turns it completely around. Would you believe it? It's now capsized on the wrong side. We don't want to go too close. So yeah, I made this mistake yesterday. I'm sticking the header too far, and then obviously you're hitting the header. We've got plenty of room on this, so we don't need to do this. It is a very long trailer. I've got to be honest, I've got the measurements spot on. I'm really quite pleased. You can go 3 abreast with the pallets, and you can easily stick something like this on. We'll do it a bit weird, because otherwise, again, I'm going to clip. I'm going to remove the very first set. I haven't done it yet, but it is causing issues. So, right, let's get this across the road. And let's speed a bit of time up, I think, as we're driving. I can do a 120 should do nicely, because it soon goes when you're driving. Not that we go very far, so I suppose, So I think I personally see this now as a success, in so much as we have done a lot of different productions, apart from little glitches like that, which are all my own fault. But again, as a modder, you've got to try and tidy up your work and all the rest of it. It's bad habits, cause bad things. And although all of my intents to sort these matters out have been to make improvements, and sometimes there are consequences to that. Now, why have we not got the moisture mod active? I mean, I'm sure I ticked it. Obviously, I can't have done, or it should be there. Sorry, God, that was a little bit... Right, fantastic. Yeah, obviously I can't have it active. I thought I had. So that means we're just base game at the minute then. That's, yeah. No, wrong one, but it is a harvester. That's the right one. Smashing. I do love this shed. I have also made an attempt to fix the brick for one, so that it doesn't show and it's not totally a fail. It's not a total success either, but it's not a total blowout, which I'm quite pleased with now. I think we're gonna... Yeah, there's no room to get around that way. Can we? I don't think we can sneak past the end of here. I think it's too... It's not too terrible. I think it was just for turning vehicles around. It was a bit tight for getting something in there, but I think we can manage this. It'll be interesting to see whether this does this really big straw that it used to do with the it is the compeller, isn't it? I think I'm right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Right, so then let's unfold you. Although Courseway will do that for me. have we got a 12-metre course? That's what I want to know. We do need one of our trailers as well. Right, okay, I'm going to go straight into a time because this is quite a large field actually, although it does rip through them, and of course this I think is like blah, blah, blah. I think this header is fast like the other one, I think. So let's just see, have we got for field 17 a 12 metre? We have indeed, so we can actually just load that course, and I believe we will have that we have set this up as straw and all the rest of it, but we will check. Ooh, you'd be wrong. We haven't, actually. So it's a good job we did check. Right, excellent. That will now self-unload. So we need to do first waypoint, and we don't want to see anything at all. Oh, hang on a minute. I just saw this is the original field. Aha. So that's, I'm glad we saw that before I wreaked havoc on this course. We've changed things, haven't we? So field 17, we want to be deleting both of these, really, because they are no longer any good. Yeah, we do indeed, and we may as well do that, because I would imagine that's also the same. Yeah, we did say it's amazing how you do these things, and like you say, oh, I must do a new course in time, and like then you can see that actually, yeah, but you didn't, did you? The amount of times it catches me out. I should change now to just, if I can click on it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying about the game being heavy. It's not listening to you click properly. You're clicking. I'm clicking about 4 times before it listens and actually finally hears. That's because the game's too busy, because the game engine is getting too heavy. It really is bad. It is. I've got to be honest now. Then what size was that? It is 12 exactly. So 17 saved course. 12 meters. Yeah, it is. I mean, there's a. I suppose I understand it more as IT than just. Oh, hang on a minute. Why are you showing me the old course? Did we not cancel the old course? Perhaps we did, and my bad. Gordon Bennett, and what are you doing? Right, so we need to 12 metre clear current course, load the new course, and it should hopefully. Well, that's a little bit odd. So is it not listening to me at all then? Is course speed playing up? Isn't it amazing? You know when you're tired and you really just want to get on with, like, you know, clear, let's change mode, let's delete this and do this again, and just pay better attention to, like, what is happening. Yes. Right, so we now need to create a new course, and it really should listen. We could see that plainly, yeah, did the white there. So let's generate a field of 3 headlands. I didn't do any of this, did I? That is true. True, it'll be me. It'll be me. I forgot to generate or something silly like that. So that looks good to me. So now we want to save that course. I did hit save though. Right, yeah, it'll be me. It will. When you're tired as well. The other thing is you forget that. That looks a little bit more like it. It does. Right, let's go. Let's quickly grab a trailer, and then I'm going to go into a time lapse now that finally we've actually got this right. Right, so then, trailers. Where is our silver trailer? Yeah, where's the big silver one? Our own trailer. I can't see where it is now. We've just been down the other end of the map. It's like, yeah, even this clicking on the like trailers and things. It's just, it could be on the back of a. Yeah, it could. I was going to say it doesn't show you the trailer icon if it's connected because it's basically connected. So this will do nicely, because sunflowers are not exactly the most... Yeah, they're not like massive there. If we get 50 tons from there, I'll be nicely surprised. I mean, we might get close to that. It is a big field. That one is definitely true. But anyway, I'm going to say my words. We've got this to do, and you know, he's finding his way, and we've got the animals to feed and all the rest of it. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that's us done. That was quite a good. I really enjoy using that. It is really good fun. It's true. It's one of those things that you have to remind yourself sometimes that it is a game, and also, yeah, I mean, it is a game that we all treat seriously because it's really agriculture is a serious business, and obviously consequences and all those type of quite heavy things really do affect it. So, like like hurting your animals or like messiness on a farm, all that type of stuff, which are things that do go on. It is recognised heavily. Obviously, I come from a farming background. My family were in farming for many years, so I remember as a kid all of the different aspects. They weren't terribly into arable. They were more livestock, chickens to begin with, but they really didn't. It was the time of battery chickens, and they didn't like the battery environment. So although they were trying to make money, they dropped out at great loss financially because they just didn't agree with how horrible it was for the chickens. So they went into pigs and other things that are a little bit less horrible than that really was. Yeah, they were good people. They didn't. I mean, not saying that those. Although I've got to be honest, am I saying that those people who stayed in battery farming and ignored the plight of their animals were cruel people? Well, if the cat fits, wear it. Really. Yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is, my nana and granddad both recognised that it really was not a kind business to animals. They did care about their animals. There were many farmers who obviously didn't care about their animals terribly, or else they would also have done the same or gone and changed the thing that obviously it became. You will not find battery farming anymore. All farmers agree. So that means that obviously some didn't for a while, but they were ignoring it. That's my point. Yeah, I am really. I'm trying not to be pointing fingers, but what I mean is there are an awful lot of farmers who really did. Whether it was through legislation rather than cash, in the end did cave in and packed it in. But what I mean is that there are a lot of people who put up with it for a long while, their animals struggling. Right, so we'll return you. Yes, you were a magnificent. I think I was trying to say 3 words at once there. A magnificent thing, definitely. That's true. Can we flip that the right way around? Will it let us do that? It should do. Yeah, the only trouble is with these double wheels is the clipping that you get, like they go into things. And of course, my trailer, I was saying this, I don't know, I mean, I've checked my trailer out versus a Giants one, but they don't get that. And yet my trailer is still made of rigid stuff, the same, well, apart from the drawbar, that's, it has got a bit at the back that is, but the front bit, really, the attacher, yeah. One thing, obviously, being a modder, you're sort of ruining the magic a little bit for people, which, yeah, like that, your wheel goes into but that doesn't happen on a Giants one, it's more solid. I don't know why, mine is still made the same way. It's a model that's given, so, maybe my collisions are not quite right then, really, if we're saying that. So this is working apart from the fact that the handle's the wrong way around, so we need to fix that out, definitely. And then that really will be, apart from the fact it doesn't fit to the ground, which I will work on. I can make a different model. I think it's to do with the measurements that the game sees, though, because my model is bigger in the i3D, but it's only that big, so it's almost like it totally ignores and goes on the measurements that the animation has to make it work. So I need to learn how to tweak the animation settings, unless you can't, as in like it's something that calls back to an animation. I would imagine you could. I'd imagine a lot of animations work very similarly now that I'm beginning to understand. After using the rollers the other day, that really opened my eyes to what made that work and what I need to do to harness that and use it properly. And now I was trying to do it on the Pilatus and other things as well. I've already got rollers and things that turn like that on to make them actually work properly. Now I realise what I need to do. So yeah, I'm beginning this is the thing that is really I'm working on at the minute to make my mods like proper is the animations where you're actually doing things like that. Yeah, although it's wrong, it's still working, and that's what I'm saying. I need to like get this right. I wonder if I tweak that one more time, and that's what broke it. Yeah, the model doing what it's doing. I might have to. Yeah, it might be that that's right, and I need to like tweak something in my settings, and me turning that bit all the way around could be the thing that broke it. And knowing that, and knowing I've got a backup, really gives me the option to test to see what I can do to make this work properly. But yeah, it's nice to see this. Obviously, I think I've given up on the trailer doing this. I think I'm just going to go for a proper animation, and I'm going to do away with this. Amalgamate what we've got in the two trailers into one, so that we've only got one trailer. Obviously have this new thing that I'm playing with it, because it stops the issue with things moving. It has brake force, but I would also like to try to put the brake force on the original one to see, can I fix it due to that? Is it just the addition of this brake force that I'm missing on mine? I'm not the only one though, because obviously I had to use as a reference, I use the TPS because I'm a massive fan of Suriga, and also the I think I've still got it, and the other one I use as a reference. I stopped using it in a way because the modder uses a different. I use the proper normal i3D, like the mapping method in mine, because it helps me. But yeah, this one here, the Submade trailer by Kowalski. Yeah, it's this I looked at a lot, and it's an exquisite thing. Really is beautiful. It really is, with an awful lot. The electrics are all spot on. It really has. They have gone really, but it's done in a way that it didn't make sense to me with all the lights and all the rest of it. Yeah, the way that he did it with nodes, the old-fashioned way of doing it with nodes. And again, you can do that. It's still a thing. I think, yeah, Lambo still does it that way. So, but it is a beautiful thing. And obviously, I was trying to refer to other people's, like, especially the bent tension belts, were the thing that I struggle with the most. I broke this quite a few times. Have I lost? No, it's only 2. And they still go weirdly back. I don't know what that is about, but I'm just happy to think, well, they work, leave it alone. So, yeah. Again, it's one of those things that with modding, you turn corners and you learn out how to do something, and you think, oh, that's what I needed to do on that model, and then you go back to that model and you fix the thing that you couldn't quite do because you weren't ready to face that problem at the time. So yeah, like this, I'm turning corners, but I'm not round the corner yet. Yeah, so it's nice to fix things, a bit like the mistakes I've made on this. I'm trying to make things better, but sometimes you make things worse, and like, I don't really want to be doing that on live Let's Plays. But then this is the opportunity for me to learn as well. So it's one of those, I've just got to fix my mess is basically the bottom line, and I really need to go away and actually do that. So with that in mind, let's go and see. Let's not like quite just jump ship and like without any kind of like, well, how well did we do? I mean, the straw I'm not bothered about. We're not really doing anything with it per se on this one, are we? 31,962 litres of sunflowers, which we are going to make in. So that's why I did the digestate, the slow to digestate, was because I realised, I thought, you need your digestate, because I featured heavily on the digestate as my catalyst, you could say, to actually do things. So I thought digestate doesn't really get much love. It's one of those things. I thought it is a game. You're all allowed to do these things. Just that there's like. And who's to say there isn't things within digestate that actually you could? There's a lot of chemicals and things in things that actually do cause things to happen, or good chemicals that really are needed or could be used. So yeah, nitrates, nitrogen, all those type of things that are real good stuff for doing things. So I'm going to go away and I'm going to sort out the butter malarkey, so that yeah, hopefully we can go. I've got to get it sorted, because obviously the Let's Play's about to finish, and I don't want this to be ridiculous where we don't know what we did because I've like gone and broken something and the butter's not working anymore. Now we've got the butter showing, we've now got butter 2 showing in the... Yeah, as soon as this Let's Play's finished, the Bionic Dairy is going. This is what's caused me an issue, because I sort of had 2 models. Basically, the dairy now is 1 model with butter 1. And this obviously I did because I'd created a Bionic one, and without thinking, or it was earlier than I'd created the other one, I did this one. So it had got butter 1, and then the other one had got butter 1, and they're both unique productions, not the same one, so therefore they clashed. So we fixed that, and also the model seemed to break for some reason, as we saw. But this is now recognising butter 2, but if you look at the luxury desserts, it's looking for butter. So he doesn't recognise butter 2, so it can't use butter 2. So although it's calling for butter, it's calling for butter. That's my point. So it's complicated, and I'm quite sure you all get it. Yeah, there's butter 1, butter, and there's butter 2 now. So it's, yeah, I've got to go back to the luxury desserts and tell it to recognise butter 1. I am going to do away with butter 2, but for the minute, I'm going to have to go and tweak it. And this is what I'm saying about causing complications with your actions. I've now got to tweak luxury desserts Mark 1, or better would be to swap the Bionic Dairy early for the other one that is right behind the scenes, and see if I can get away with it. And that way, butter 2 will be butter 1, and then to change luxury dessert so it is using butter 1 instead of butter as well. That would be the real way, because then I've got a permanent change that's going to work always on all of my mods. Wow, look at the honey in that. That is tremendous. It is. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop away and I'm going to do that. And I think actually I've just discussed with myself and yourselves the right way to do this, not the wrong way. So yeah, I'm going to literally go away and do that. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Did I actually tip that in with my chatting and then rushing straight down? I think I would have done subconsciously, but no, I did. Fantastic. So, yeah. The only bad thing is the digestate slurry, it may well affect all the other. This is the trouble. In that self-sufficiency, we've now got 350,000 litres of manure? Seriously? Whoa. Water still an awful lot, and the oats 130 tons of oats. Is that right, or is it done the multiplication thing? Hang on a minute, we just tipped our sunflowers in there. Oh no, we haven't. No, that's the red. That's the red rock. No, we haven't. That's what I was thinking. Just at the back of my mind, how you do, I was thinking, did I actually tip the sunflowers in as I was chatting? But I actually didn't, so I'm glad we looked at this before we got. And this is my trouble. I get an idea and I want to go, and it's good in a way. My work ethic is good, but you've got to be a bit more stable. I realise this of myself. I've got to calm down a little bit. It has caused me issues all my life, this type of thing, So we've got 351,000. The digester is just ticking up. But what I mean is the digestate from slurry has got insane amounts. 120 times that is 240,000 litres. Now, what I'm trying to say is it could well suck the slurry dry. We ought to just do a few hours of it, like speeding time, rather than going through, because obviously we're trying to make fertiliser as well, which is also used in the slurry. I don't want the digestate from slurry to steal all of the slurry and leave nothing for the fertiliser. So that is also part of the task, and I hope I remember to do it and not zip forwards. Oh, we are on Euros. It's too late now. It is. Right. So then, yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.